Hey everyone and welcome. I'm Dark Sky and today we are playing some Belts of Iron, and we've gotten a little bit further from our last video. We got the iron going, we got the copper going, and they're all going into these little storage crates and everything. But today I think what I'd like to do is possibly to split this iron, maybe even put it into two blast furnaces and kind of get that going. And I'm hoping that we can get the research lab knocked out. It only costs like 10 of the research to get it going, but then we would end up getting this research lab, and then I could automate my research for as we continue on. You can see this one costs 20, this one is 200, and if we continue on, we can see that it'll get up to 1,000 for each research. So I'm thinking, let's see if we can't automate the research now and just kind of, knock that out and get that out of our out of the way, so that we can concentrate on more future content. But so right now, I think this one over there, I believe that I want to say that's a stone one over there. Yes, it is. All right, so we're gonna grab that stone, and then let's see. So it's stone, and then it's this this one here, the iron plates. We'll be mixing those two together. So I imagine I'm going to be doing it in this. So let's spin this around like this here. I hope this thing. No, this is my splitter. Okay, I don't need my my splitter yet. So we'll dismantle that, put that back in. And I want to do is I want to make this assembler right here. So I'm going to need the 4 iron plates. I got 26 iron plates. I'm going to need 4 gears. I have the 4 gears. All I need is 2 of these electromagnetics. So I'm going to need looks like some more copper wire. Knock a few more of those out. There we go, and then we'll get the electromagnetic. There we go. Now we can make the assembler. And the assembler I'll put out right here, and I believe that is, yes, it uses electricity, so that's great. We want to use the electricity because we don't want to thin out ourselves on the coal. So now let me see here. Change recipe. I want to make the iron gears. So if I'm making this to make the iron gears, now when I do that, can I? Oh, okay, I see. It makes both of them. All right, that's perfect. So we're going to do this one here to make the iron gears, and then I'm going to make another one of these to make the put the iron gears and the stone together, and that'll start pumping out the research. Now, hopefully we can start getting the foundations and everything down, and that'll be nice too. So that'll be just one less thing we have to do. So I just need to pump in this this stuff here. Let's get a belt here. Let's make a couple of them. So I'm going to put this belt here and there. So I'm going to use this as kind of as a buffer, and I'm going to go from there. Now, let me see here. Now that I have that going into there. Okay, I need the power lines now. So let's see, we grab that. Invalid building location. Oh, there we go. All right, that works. And then what I want to do is I need to make another little storage container. So let's see, let's make one of those. And that's probably going to be 6. I was right. We'll put that right there. And then we're going to bring this one and this one together. And there is our gears. All right, so the next thing we need to do is to set up our stone, which our stone is right over there. So we'll set that up. So the next thing we need to do is we need to make some more of these electric minings. We're going to need 4 iron plate, which I don't seem to have any iron plate at the moment. And then we need some copper wire. Might be a nice idea to set this up so that the copper wire and everything is automatically made for us instead of having to keep making it. All right, so now we got the electric drill. Let's do that. Let's get a couple poles here. And then we're pretty good on the belts, I think, for right now. So let's just go and set this up. Now, if you use your space bar, you can use your jets. So then you can fly through the air and can give a better view of what you're looking at there. All right, here we are. So let's set this up. Overlapping. There must be something in the way. Oh, the tree. Take the tree out of there. And we missed the wood. Oh, the wood kind of fall down inside there. All right, well, I don't know. Let me see. Can I put it down or is it still blocked? Oh, no. Okay, we're good. So let me see here. Now we have, where is our base? Base should be, oh, it's over there. It's right there. Okay, so we should be able to set this up to have it point this way. Yeah, that looks good. All right, and then I want to do 2, and let's do run our power. All right, great. So now that's working. We just need to take the stone and bring it up over there. So we'll just run a belt straight to that. Okay, so we have the gears here and everything right here, and we got the this coming in. Now, what I need to do is I need to make myself another one of these assemblers. I got the gears, I got that. I just need the electromagnetics. Let's make 2 of those. That should be able to get me the assembler. All right, great. So let me see, the belt's coming in that way. So let's turn it this way. And then I want to, let's see, I'm going to need to get, let's run over here. We're going to grab some copper plates and then we'll be able to go from there. Hopefully I don't get hit by lightning. I don't know if lightning and stuff hurts you, but it'd be bad if I got hit by lightning while flying around. All right, so let me see here. This one here is already here. I could technically just move it to that. And then, oh, I still need that plate. But I can run, see, if I run this from here to there. And then I should be able to make some copper wire now. So we'll make a couple of copper wire and I'm going to run that to right there. So now this thing should be making, yep, and now it's making that copper wire. That's awesome. And I want to set that up to go through a storage. So let's get the storage. I'll put that right there. And we're going to connect that. So now I have some, the copper wire is being pumped out. So that'll be awesome. Now what I need to do is to work on making this assembler again. Oh wait, I got my assembler up, didn't I? What was it I needed up here? Oh yeah, I just needed the copper wire to connect this to, let's connect it right there. I don't know how, I wonder how many of those power lines can hold all those wires, you know? Can we just have one power line and have, like, you know, 17 wires all connected to it? I don't know. All right, so we're going to connect that there, and we want this one here to connect right there. There we go. And let's make sure this recipe is set to salvage packs. And then I want to make a storage for this one. Storage is for everything, right? Just tons of storages. But right now we don't have the we don't have the laboratory yet, so we could automatically just put it in. But let's see, is it making one? Oh, there it goes. It just takes a long time just to make one. Wow. Status is insufficient power. Satisfaction is 36%. So I'm going to need to make more power here. My power is set up over here. So I guess I'll run over here and I'll get the, maybe add in a few more power cells or something. Let's see. Oh yeah. No, that's it working on the stuff. See, generation is 180 and I'm doing 495 kilojoules. Wow. So I need to get myself another one of these furnaces or the generators up and going. And I don't know, see how we're going to work this. Maybe I'll push these back a little bit. So I want to get rid of this here. Let's dismantle this. I'm going to pull these back a little bit so I have some room. So stick them back in this area here. Maybe one right there. And then I want to put in a splitter here. Let's see, maybe right back here. And then I want to make, let's make another splitter like that there. I guess that would work. Let's make some belts and see if we can't get rid of this belt here. I'll just make one solid belt from out of here straight into this. And then this one here is going to straight into there. And then I'm going to have that one come straight into that. And then I need another belt, but wow, did I really just go through all those iron plate all that fast? Well, that's crazy. All right, let's see. Let's make an electric pole. I'll put this electric pole right there. And then I'm going to connect this to that and take that to there. And then take that to over there. All right, let's put some fuel in this thing. So at least get these guys running for the time being until I can get back over here. I mean, everything's running at 72%. I'm going to need to make myself another generator, combustion generator. It doesn't really say when you hover over the combustion generator as how much energy it makes, but I guess each one does... What, 180? So if I'm making 500 kilojoules and each one makes 180, that would mean that I'm making what, 540? So if I put one more out there, that means I'll be at 540 and I'm using up 500, so it gives me 40 left over that I can use for other machines. All right, well, that's not too bad. I guess I can work with that. All right, so let's get that one there. And then we need another combustion and a couple more of those bad boys. Oh, that's cool. You can walk on the wire. I'm a tightrope walker. Oops. Fell off. All right, cool. So here we are back. Let's put this next one up here. And then let's set this one up here to go into there. Yeah, that looks about right. Now, if I could just increase that mining, then we should be able to get a lot more juice coming through. So I'll hook up that to that. Let's see how we're doing now. So this is 165. It says load is only 91%, so that's about right. If we did the, it does 180 each. 3 times 180 is 540. I'm doing about 500, so that, you know, that's not too bad. Means everything should be running at 100%. Now let's run back and we'll start working on getting that science built up. We should be able to grab that science out of the box, whatever it's made so far, and we can start. We'll put it towards the lab, and then that way everything should be pretty automated as far as the lab's concerned, and we can go from there. This thing's pretty good. It's all backed up here. This thing is not really going that fast, so, but it's at 100%, so that means things are moving a little bit quicker. And this isn't running too bad. At least the lines are totally full. This is running at 15 per minute. It might even be in the best interest maybe to make 2 of those assemblers. I mean, we got 50. I guess that's not too bad. Let's put this down on the table, and then we'll get our research for our lab. That is going to be a really nice step. All right, here we go. We're able to unlock the lab. So now we got the research lab, which is going to make it super nice. It uses electricity to upload data packs. Can be connected to a belt to automate inserting of data packs. So that is going to be a huge game changer. And then the next thing I think I want to shoot for is, let's do concrete. We'll get the concrete out so we can start making that. Just requires us to get stone. Not too bad there. And then this one here, this one gives us the pistol and ballistic rounds, so we can start using that. That'll also make it so that our crowbar will do a little bit more melee damage, and if we want, we can start setting out gun turrets. Now we can also do the mining speed, but it's 200, so that's where we want to kind of, get this set up and ready to go. This is 40, so same kind of situation. And research speed 1. Now it shows the table as research 1. Does that mean that it counts as the research lab? I'm imagining it has to. So let's see here. What does it take to do the lab? 4 electrodes, 10 wires, iron gears. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. I just got to go and get myself some of those wires. But other than that, I think we got that pretty much nailed down. Wouldn't be too bad for us to make some of those electromagnetics through the maybe the assembler. Not sure exactly what's it take to make those. Iron plate and copper wire. Maybe we'll make a separate line, or just run another mine from another iron and go from there. So we just need the electromagnetics. Let's get 4 of those bad boys printed out, and then let's run over and plop down this this research lab. There we go. Wow, that thing is quite big, isn't it? Let's see, where's the intake on that side? Okay. So put that down like right here. Oh, wow, that's, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting like orange or something, but it's all black. Wow, that's pretty crazy looking. So let's do the power here. Can I just connect this power to this power? There we go. I was expecting that thing to spin around or something. I don't know. Let's see here. So I want to connect this here to this. Oh yeah, now it's like as soon as it goes in there. Oh yeah, it goes through that pretty fast. It's using 75 megajoules. Can I look at the power on these electric poles? Oh, so I'm using at 97% on the power grid. So I'm at 525. Almost need to start thinking about putting down another generator just to keep my base running. But at least we're up to about 43 data packs. Let's see if we can't buy some fun stuff, huh? I'm thinking let's get the gun out of the way. So now we get pistols and ballistic rounds. And then I want to up the mining speed. Nope, not going to happen. That's 200. Steel age is 40. That's 25 for the melee damage of that. And that's 30. All right, well, let's unlock the melee damage. At least we'll get that one done. And then the next one I think we can do is maybe gun turrets. I don't know. I haven't really seen anything bounce back or whatever that we need to worry about that. See, that one's 50, but it also costs 50 of that other one which I don't have, the industrial data packs, which requires us to use steel plate and requires electromagnets. So I guess I need to start looking at maybe getting those electromagnets set up. Oh. This seems like it's running kind of slow. Well, not too bad. I guess it's filling up there. But this part here is kind of running slow. Do we have any more coal near us, or is coal quite a distance away from us here? Let's see. I want to hit B, and let's check out coal. There's coal right there. The other one's 623. There's another one right there. It's almost right behind the other coal. Let's see. Do I have enough to make one? Yeah, I do. Let's make this next one. And then I want to make some more of these bad boys. And then we'll see if we can't set something up. Let's get out our whacking stick. Because I feel like we're going to need to fight off some little alien dudes over here to take over this little coal deposit. Let's see them. Where are they? There's usually some laying around here. Oh, there they are. It looks like a little cat or something. Some kind of crazy looking cat thing. But you can see there, we're doing the damage. As long as we stay up top here, they really can't hit us. So we're just gonna like sit here, work on getting their base knocked out. And then once the base is knocked out, I'll jump down and take them out. There we are. And here they come. Oh, it's too bad they can't be my pet or something, you know? Oh, they're so cute, you know? Wagging their tails. All right, I guess that was all of them. All right, cool. There's a bunch of stuff over here. Holy cow, I didn't realize there was so many different resources in this one little tiny area. Doesn't help that it's foggy, though. So it looks like, what, we got 3 different resources? What is this one over here? Oh, that's copper. And then this one over here, oh, that's the coal. Okay. And then what's this one over here then? Iron? Oh, iron. Wow, they're all 3 of them. All the 3 big ones. They're all like really close together. Wait a minute. Where'd he come from? He looked like he came from that rock. All right, so we have this coal here. Let's see if we can't set this guy up. We're going to put in this here. And then I wonder how the foundations work. I mean, I got a bunch of stone there. Let's see if I make like 10 of these. How cool is that, huh? So let me see here. I want to set up 3 of these guys. So let's set up one of these. There we go. Let's see, I could use a few more concrete slabs. And then I want to do a splitter. So where's the splitters? There's two. Let's get those two right there. Yeah, think like that right there. And then I'm going to connect that to that. Oh, now I can see. Now that the fog has gone away, I can really kind of see the area a little bit. That you get the better surroundings. Yeah, I don't see any more enemy rocks around or anything like that. Although I do see a bunch of trees out there. That'd be nice. I wonder if the enemies have like a little base or anything, or if they just have those little rocks. Maybe those little rocks is their only base. I don't know. All right, so let's put up a that, and let's put up some wire. So I want to put this, let's put that like right in here. And then we're going to take the wire and we'll strap that to there and that to there. And then I'm going to take this one here. I guess I need to make some telephone poles, which requires what, logs? Kind of wish these little foundations here, for one, were a little bit higher up and a little bit thicker, because they look really thin, like they could just snap if you had too much weight on them. And it would be nice if they had like a bigger foundation, like a 2x2 foundation, so that you're not having to lay down like single platforms like that. I don't know. So let's put that in there. Oh, I forgot on how the power connected. Get that going, and let's take this back to the base. All right, great. So now that we have that set up, let's see what our power looks like now, huh? Oh, our load is only 58%. Well, it's fluctuating between 48 and 58, so that's not too bad. So that means everything is running at 100%. That's awesome. And I see the coal is all nice and backed up. That's pretty sweet. And we have 168 uploaded data packs. Let's see if we can't grab a few more things here. I'm thinking maybe the mining speed. No, I can't do the mining speed. I could do the steel age. We could start knocking that out. The other one is the gun turret. So let's do the gun turret. We'll get that one. The rifle requires the new power, or new pack. This one requires us to have 200 just to get the mining speed up. But we could start with the steel age. Let's get steel age knocked out. And I guess while we're waiting for this to get to 200, so we can get the research done, or the mining speed, get the mining speed up there. It's weird that this one here is based off the new research tabs, even though we're not to that point. I would think that anything from this line here and down would be the new ones. So I'm thinking what we need to do now is we need to start getting those electromagnetics going. I don't know why I keep saying magnetics. I mean magnets, electromagnets. So let's get the electromagnets going. I think I'm just going to continue setting stuff on the ground, because it just doesn't seem like that foundation it would just take a lot of time. And I just want to build. I like building. I like doing this factory bit. This is kind of fun. And wow, yeah, we're really getting backed up. We almost need to have another one of these research things. That might not be a bad idea. This is actually not keeping up very well. I mean, it's keeping up, but the mine isn't mining as fast as I thought it was going to be. And does it tell you like the speed? It says iron ore is at 30 per minute. All right. So how fast can this thing go? It says iron ore is at 30 per minute. So if I put that in there, it should keep up. It should just stay with 16 like the whole time. Yeah, I think I'm going to make another lab. because I don't think I'm making these fast enough. All right, now I should be able to make, there we go. Let's make that. And then I want to, yeah, let's just suck that one up. Take that there. And then I also need to make a splitter. And then I'm going to need a couple more of these belts. And then let's set up the, there we go. Set up both of these labs. And then I want to set that up going in there. This one is going to go into there. Oops. Yeah, there we go. That one goes in there. All right, good. All right, sort that out. There we go. All right, that's looking pretty snazzy. I think what I'm going to do is set up a little telephone pole here. Or the pole. I'm going to set up the pole here so that these ones will share it. Although I guess I have that one right there. Where is it? Okay, there it is. It's black, so it's really hard to see where that the power connection is on these labs. All right, now we should be cooking. We'll be processing those a little bit faster. We'll get up to that 200, get that done. But I think that is going to do us for today. We'll have to do much more on the next episode. I'm definitely looking forward to it. Having a super fun time. Thank you very much for coming out and joining me on this. This game has been so much fun. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. You take care now, and bye-bye.